Hey there and welcome to Trivia Ronin. I'm your host, Douglas Southern. Whether you're joining us live on Zoom or Twitch or after the fact on YouTube, welcome. We're happy to have you. Quick breakdown of the rules. 1, we're honor code here. You keep your own score. Feel free to cheat. You get nothing. 2, after each question, you'll get 45 seconds to answer. Absolutely do not show your answer until the time is up. And 3, if you're watching on Twitch, do the delay. Drop your answer in chat on 10 seconds left. That'll line up with us live. Tonight, there are 30 questions, 1 point each, and a story question at the end. We're 10 points for a total of 40 points. Maybe some bonus opportunities sprinkled in. Let's play Trivia Ronin. Question 1. What is the primary religion in Indonesia? 45 seconds. There are like 8 total religions. It could be like one of the big 3. It's basically one of the big 3. Basically, it's one of the big 5. Zoroastrianism. QVC quit. Well, someone said Chicago, and I'm out. Some Jesus stuff, maybe. Let's see your answers. We got one person with Islam. We got Buddhism. Tara's not trying. Some Jesus stuff. Islam. QVC's on it. Islam. Well done, Christopher. Question 2. In what state were the first shots of the Civil War? American. Civil War, America. CSI, America. In what state were the first shots of the American Civil War? I was wrong. When I looked at this, I went, wait, really? I was wrong. I'll tell you, I thought it was Virginia. If you wrote Virginia. How do we feel about Doug without a filter? They changed a filter, and if I look different to you, this is unfiltered Doug. Yeah. Let's see your answers. Thank you for that, Tara. Kentucky, South Carolina. It is South Carolina. Did you know it was South Carolina when you wrote that, or was that just like a guess of one of the southern states? Oh yeah, Fort Sumter. Yeah, Chris. I did not know it was South Carolina, and I hate that I'm always impressed when people know things I don't. That was one of them. But it was something I didn't know when I wrote the question. So that's more rare, because there are only maybe, in any given night, there are like 5 to 10 of the questions that I write that I didn't know the answer. What singer had a 1992 hit Achy Breaky Heart? 45 seconds. No, Tara has several minds. It's like how cows have several stomachs. She's just the brain version. What singer had a 1992 hit Achy Breaky Heart? You'll never say? Unlike normally when you play trivia, you say 3 seconds into the timer. 3, 2, 1. Since when does Tara not say? Let's see. Not George Strait. Great try. Billy Ray Cyrus of Miley Cyrus fame. We were looking for, yeah, QVC, you're on it. Billy Ray Cyrus moving right along. Question 4. What hit NBC series debuted in 2016 and follows the past and present lives of the Pearson family? What hit NBC series debuted in 2016 and follows the past and present lives of the Pearson family? QVC, the last 2 nights, last night, like, no one showed up, and tonight, only you and Tara. And Tara's on my Zoom call. She's probably not going to be able to stay, but everyone else who's the numbers of viewers are some people who might have dropped in, and other people who are just like friends who help my numbers by hopping on. I hope you stick around, of course. But yeah, the banter, it's banterless the last 2 nights. Yeah, everyone's going out now. That's got to be what it is. Aw, George, you are the bee's knees. You're peaches and cream. You're ebony and ivory. I don't know why you're both of them. I'm supposed to be one of them if we're friends. Let's see your answer. What happened to the timer? Why didn't it keep going? That's weird. This Is Us is correct. It's the past and present lives of the Pearson family. The show is This Is Us. Question 5. That's weird that the timer... What singer's 2008 tour was the highest grossing... female, I'll tell you. Was the highest grossing by any in history? What singer's 2008 tour was the highest grossing by any in history? I'll say songstress, so you know it's a female. In 2008? Tara! 1998, maybe, but 2008? Shania Twain? That is really insane. So much so that I do not believe you. I believe you. I believe you because you said it, but I don't believe you. She was super popular. She wasn't as popular as, like, Beyonce. Let's see your answers. She wasn't Mariah Carey or Taylor Swift or the singer we're talking about, Madonna. Are we saying that Shania Twain grossed more than Madonna in her career? I'd be shocked if Shania Twain country. Well, she didn't say that. She only said female. Oh. Yeah, but I know that she crossed over, but she had one album. Somebody look it up. Prove it to me. Question 6, of all the Super Bowl winning quarterbacks, whose last name comes first alphabetically? What a great question. Of all the Super Bowl winning quarterbacks, whose last name comes first alphabetically? Last name. Yeah. Whose last name comes first alphabetically? Gotcha. That I totally believe. She was the first one to be like a pop country, that when they did that crossover, everybody was like, we're definitely never gonna be pop, and then they saw Shania Twain's numbers and they went, okay, I think we can flirt with pop music a little more. Wow, that's awesome. I didn't know that. All right, let's see your answers, guys. Tom Brady. Did anybody forget this guy? Troy Aikman. I thought you'd say Tom Brady, which is why I like that question so much. Bradshaw is a good... Troy Aikman had his own... He had a Troy Aikman football. It was a Sega game. Yeah, that's probably what it was. You're remembering that. Hey, what did my true love bring to me on the 7th day of Christmas? Yeah, amazing, QVC. I'm so happy you said Bradshaw, because Terry Bradshaw would have been earlier than Tom Brady. Tom Brady's not even second. What did my true love bring to me on the 7th day of Christmas? Who wants a half point for the next one? Gotcha, Chris. Three French hens. Yeah. Yeah, Rogers, Aaron. Let's see your answers. Swans swimming. It is swans. Hey, Cool Hand. Welcome. Thank you for playing. I miss you. I miss you always. I miss you always. Question. It's this is the one that Chris, you're doing this one, right? Question 8. Go ahead, bud. Thank you very much. On what state's license would you read Live Free or Die? 45 seconds. QVC, are you New York, Pennsylvania? Well, not New York, but Pennsylvania, Michigan, Indiana, Illinois. What am I missing? Wisconsin? What's up? Yeah, shout out for Illinois. That's a good point. Shout out for also Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, and Pennsylvania. I'm a Midwesterner, and I will support the Midwest until they do something that angers me, like vote for Trump. 210, let's see what your answers are now. New Hampshire, Massachusetts. I cannot believe it's New Hampshire. That's definitely one I didn't know. I would have thought for sure Massachusetts is great. I would have thought for sure it was like, I would have said Virginia, probably for both of those. I would have said Virginia. Hey, Listwitz. The newest Hampshire. Question 9. For what 1988 movie did Tom Hanks receive his first Oscar nomination? For what 1988 movie did Tom Hanks receive his first Oscar nomination? It's not what you think unless you know specifically the answer. Like, I mean, if you know the answer, then it's that. But if you don't know the answer, you probably think it's a movie that was after 1988. My guess. That's just a guess. I don't want to throw you off the scent. Maybe you know it. Oh. That is a bummer. I can't believe everybody got so close. You know, if I wasn't gonna put Virginia, I probably would have. I don't know. That could have been Texas. Like, I feel like there's a lot of stuff that could have been. Anyway, let's see it. Yeah, Philadelphia would have been a good one. Philadelphia would have been a good answer for the last one too. Live Free or Die Hard. Live Free or Die Hard. New Hampshire, big question mark. That is a big question mark. I know. It was big. Philadelphia was, I think, let's see, Forrest Gump was 94. So Apollo 13 was 90. Oh, now I'm getting them mixed up. Was it 92, 93, 94, or 94, 95, 96? I don't know. I would have to, but big is so damn good. Down, down, baby, down, down the roller coaster, sweet, sweet baby, I'll never let you go. Shimmy, shimmy, cocoa pop, shimmy, shimmy, rah, shimmy, shimmy, cocoa pop, shimmy, shimmy, rah. I met a girlfriend, a Triscuit. She said a Triscuit, a biscuit, ice cream, soda pop with lemon on the top. Ooh, Shanila, walking down the street 10 times a week. I said it, I met it, I stole my mama's credit. I'm cool, I'm hot, suck you in the stomach 3 more times. Name the 3rd book in Hunger Games trilogy. Let's not talk too much about Big, because then someone will have to mention that that woman sleeps with a 10-year-old. Third book in the Hunger Games trilogy. Well, certainly White People Rap was one of my favorite movies. Let's see it. The one where her sister dies is... I don't even know if that's true. No one's got a guess outside of that, huh? Cool Hand ran... Mockingjay. Listwitz, you're right. It is Mockingjay. In the game of chess, how many bishops does each color start out with? It's only hardly a question. Maybe I'll do a whole chess trivia just for you and your friend, who might be me. Shots fired for no reason. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Does she know? I think you know history better than she does. I think she knows chess better than you do. She's probably an absolute dynamo. Like, I mean, she would impress the shit out of both of us on a chessboard. But I thought for some reason... Hey, nice. 2-0. What do we got? 2. Always bet on black. 2 is correct. Does anybody want a half point? Tara, Alex, George? Alex, do it. Are there greater or fewer than 40 eyeballs in a standard deck of cards? 45 seconds. Are there greater or fewer than 40 eyeballs in a standard deck of cards? Why are you so certain? Do you know the answer, Tara? Yeah, you're like, that's the only one I'll get. Why? Because it's 50-50? You have a half a chance. You could be right. Let's see your answer. Fewer, less, greater, fewer. The answer, I wrote more, should have written greater, 42. 42. I don't know, standard. So whatever a standard deck is. But also if it is including, oh, you're saying if it is including jokers. That's a good question. I don't know. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say within a standard deck they don't count jokers. Because I'm not sure that jokers are ever part of a standard game. Wait, what? Hold on. Oh. Yeah, I didn't have an answer for that. And I'm so glad you had an answer for that. And to the people on Twitch, real good point made, real good answer made. And now I don't have to be the person. Yeah, you get a half point. George, you think you should get a half point for that, right? Full point. Okay. Chris, you get at least a full point. You can determine a number larger than 1. Which amendment to the Constitution protects Americans against unreasonable search and seizure? 45 seconds. Hey, K. David. I do want to become famous. Are your prices good if I buy followers and viewers on https://cut with 2 T's.us/big follows? Reading your comment aloud used half the clock. You know what's funny? Chris, he says, want to become famous. You moved to LA to become famous. You should buy followers and viewers on Twitch. Which amendment? Unreasonable search and seizures. George, I think so, man. Talk to K. David. There's a link. Go to the Twitch chat. He's waiting for you. Fourth. It is the 4th, guys. Well done. Listwitz, it was the 4th. Cool Hand Ran, it was the 4th. May the 4th Amendment be with you. It is, if you're an American citizen. Question 4. What MLB team has the most World Series wins? I should have said just championships. Not games, but titles. That's why I should have said championships. Yeah, Listwitz, you get a full point. You said 5th, it was 4th. That's close. There are so many amendments. Should have gotten it right the first time. I like forefathers who don't make mistakes on the Constitution. Ooh, a baseball bra. That would work. You don't like Chicago? 2-1-0. Let's see your answers. It's the Yankees. Well, yeah, but I didn't like him saying, like, show hate. The team everyone hates, the Yanks, yes. The much hated Yankees, yes. Yankees, wow. The Cubs, good. Those fucks. All right, great. Great answers, everyone. What Utah National Park, question 5. What Utah National Park's name starts with the letter A, or sorry. What Utah National Park's name, there are like 4 of them, starts with the letter A? Oh no, I asked that correctly. I thought I messed up my punctuation, but I didn't. Ooh, you guys remember Catch Me If You Can? Frank Abagnale? Turns out everything in that movie's a lie. He made it all up. None of that movie happened. Go forth with that knowledge. Utah. Anybody know their Utah state parks? National parks. Okay. If you get this right, I'll give you 2 points. Let's see your answer. Oh shit, you got it right. Adultery. Yeah, man, that's it. Well done. It is in fact Arches. Wow. George, there were 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 people answered, and I don't want to be shitty toward you because I know you try hard and you play all the time. But it is not often that you're the only one to get the answer right. And I want to give credit where credit's due. You totally got that right. Yeah. And Cool Hand Rand showed up and he said Applebee's. So he guessed. So it's that's 1 out of 5. And question, Alex, did you know the answer? So that's 1 out of 6 people. I'm just saying, solid pickup. Question 6. Yeah, right. Question 6, which state is nicknamed the Palmetto State? Oh, the Adirondacks. Adirondacks, where? I thought now I don't actually know. I thought the Adirondacks were Missouri. No? Does anybody know where the Adirondacks are? That's not one of the questions. That's a question on Twitch. Oh, it might actually be something like Arkansas. Or I thought it was, I don't know why I thought it was Missouri, but now I don't know what I'm thinking. Ozarks. Yeah, I was thinking of the Ozarks in Missouri. And now the Adirondacks might actually be Arkansas. I don't know. 2-0. Yay, everybody. How about this? 2 answers tonight. South Carolina. You know what they say about South Carolina? It's always the answer. Question 7. Kentucky. Only 2 states share a border with 8 other states. Only 2 states share a border with 8 states. Name one of the 2. There are 2 states that along their border touch 8 states. Terry, you want to read the next question for us? Read the next question. Not this one. I'm asking if you want to read the next one. Thanks. 2-0. We've got Tennessee. Anybody else with a guess? Not even a guess. The answer is Missouri and Tennessee. And Listwitz knew both. QVC knew both. Cool Hand got Tennessee. And Missouri. I just said Missouri. I thought that might have been in someone's mind. I thought I was giving a hint earlier, but... Now I'm going to ask this question, except Tara's going to do it. Thanks, Siri. 45 seconds. Who was the first person of... Hey, George. I'm going to give you a half point for applauding that read. Unprovoked, unprompted, applauded that read. You're going to need all the help you can get if you thought that was a good read. There you go. And he's my manager. He should know a good read. Yeah, you were very drunk when we agreed to this. Yeah, you're welcome. Yep. Let's see your answer. You've got notes on my shorts. That's all I know so far about my manager. Earhart, that would be a woman. The first person, Charles Lindbergh, man. Men come first. Everyone knows that. Probably. Yeah. That actually is a trend among my questions. Question 9. Emily Earhart. Question 9. What 1991 film is based on an 11-year-old character named Veda Sultanfuss? What 1991 film is based on an 11-year-old character named Veda Sultanfuss? Or Fuss? "40 seconds, guys." You know what? I could do trivia with you with these 3 teams and then this Twitch. These are my favorite Twitch people. I wish T-Girl was here also, but my favorite Twitch people and my favorite Zoom people. This feels just the most fun to play with you guys. I wish Sarah was on Zoom also, and I wish T-Girl was on Twitch, but that's the only people missing from this party. If you look up Emily Earhart and find it, I'll be so impressed. Let's see your answers. Searching for Bobby Fischer, great guess. Home Alone, great guess. Indian in the Cupboard, great guesses. Guys, these are all great guesses, but you're going to probably not be happy when I show you the answer. I was going to say also shared the name of a song by The Temptations, but that would have been a little too much. And question 10, end of round 2. So fucking sad, Tara. And so good, Tara. Sound of Music. My Girl. So I just put it again so you guys can see that I wrote it twice. Question 10. What Jewish holiday is known as the Day of Atonement? Every now and then I look up Jewish holidays because I remember getting all of those days off and not knowing why. This is question 10, everyone, so start tallying your scores. Oh, do you want to sing for a point? Okay, hold on. What if I do this? There. Yep, that's the one. Well, I guess you say, what can make me feel this way, my girl? Talking about Yom Kippur, ooh. Talking about Yom Kippur.
Disney princesses, things you can stick up your ass that are nutritious, and Black history.
Hey there, and welcome welcome to Trivia Ronin.
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 I'm your host, Douglas Larlam, and I'm not wearing pants.
As of August 2019, what is the top grossing film to hold an MPAA rating of G?
It's gonna be a nice, quiet, intimate show.
She murders deaf children right after they get cochlear implants.
Don't ever forget I can kill people I think about.
We make up for it by being less creepy than Drew Carey.
Shit's going down on Twitch.
It's like 4 dementia movies. I wanted to watch them, but I forgot. Remember movies in theaters when they made money? That was the thing.
I'll make love to you.
Am I supposed to wait?
Saturday night and you're on Twitch during a pandemic. If you're not drinking, you're doing it wrong.
It's a cat toy on a reusable straw.
Fuck with that algorithm.
This is Doug's tie, by the way.
You almost don't need a gunshot to die.
Doug, you think we'll get a lawsuit out of this one?
I don't care.
Don't fuck this up, McNelly.
If you guys were just fucking dumb, I'd be better at this as a host.
It was Toy Story 4. Toy Story 4. That came out in 2019. When was that?
$210, question 1 of round 3. This Otis Redding hit was the first song ever to hit number 1 after an artist passed away. This Otis Redding hit was the first song ever to hit number 1 after the artist passed away. Ooh, this song is bad, huh? I mean, they're all bad, but that one's particularly so. And if you go to my playlist, I've got one where it's a cover by Sarah Bareilles. So if anybody was here during the 24-hour broadcast, you would have heard that song sung about 47 times. 210. Sitting in the morning sun, and I'll be sitting when the evening comes, watching the ships roll in, and I'll watch them roll away again. Question, oh, I should show your answer. It wasn't Dock of the Bay. No, I'm joking. It was. Question 2. Who sang Watermelon Sugar? 45 seconds. Tara! That's the most I've seen you react to a question ever, and it's this one. It's this one. Change is Gonna Come is by Sam Cooke, Tara. I literally can't, QVC. I mean, I might be able to if I knew it. I think I need auto-tune, right? If I'm gonna sing this song. Shots fired for no reason on a person who will never know I exist. Let's see your answers. JT, diabetes. No one knew? I'm gonna give you a full point for diabetes because that's what I call Harry Styles. It's the summer song of 2020. It was supposed to be, and then everyone made fun of it. Question 3, what's the first element listed on the periodic table? 45 seconds. I go from Harry Styles, 1 for you, then 1 for me. Yeah, Cool Hand. Welcome to the show again. I already said welcome. I would say welcome back on that answer. Welcome back on that answer. That's a sentence, a full sentence, I said. First element on the periodic table. Chemists think chemistry's fun. If you were a chemist, you'd be having a ball right now. What is going on with my clock? Holy weird. That's the second time tonight. I don't know what's going on. Is something overheated? No. I'm not hitting anything that's doing that. Anyway, just answer the question. It's stuck again. I'm gonna have to bring that back up and see what happens. It is hydrogen. Well done, everybody. Hydrogen is the answer. Let's see if my timer works now. I don't know why it wasn't, but stop. Let's see if it doesn't get stuck this time. We'll do it again. I think it happened last night too. Anyway, the answer is hydrogen. Let's show that so you know. Hydrogen, everybody. Question 4. In what state was the show One Tree Hill set? Let's see if it counts down. Listwitz, you don't know this, but if you've ever heard Tara talk, it's kind of helium version of a man's voice anyway. I think she already talks in helium guy's voice. Thanks. What state? Let's see it. California, Iowa, California, California. Guys. North Carolina, One Tree Hill. I think you're thinking of the OC. That was California. They're different shows, guys. Why would they have two shows that are similar on the WB? Question 5. Who was the most recent president to win a Nobel Peace Prize? 45 seconds. Yeah, Listwitz, you were right to do it. When I wrote it, I was like, I hadn't even realized I had done 2 South Carolina questions, and then I saw a North Carolina question, and I thought, wait, did I do another North Carolina question? And then I found out I did 2 South Carolinas, so it wasn't even top of the mind when I did it. Top of the mind into ya. Welcome for that. You are welcome. Let's see it. Obama is correct. Barack Obama. Have you guys heard of him? Fucking president. You ever hear of him before? Have you ever heard of him? Barack Obama. So that's what I was talking about the whole time. Question 6. In 2003, Fountains of Wayne had a hit song about whose mom? I am obsessed, Tara, but it's with Catalina, the one who got away, the Colombian girl I met at that high school party. So not Carolina. But yeah. She said her nanny was Shakira. It wasn't. Then she said, "No, you idiot." When I said, "Really?" No, she was a smoke show. But when I said Colombia, and I was like, "Oh, Shakira," because that's what everyone says. Let's see it. And she goes, "Yeah, that was my nanny." And I went, "What? Are you kidding me? One person?" Okay. This is mom. Who's got it going on? Something, and waited so long. Stacy, can't you see? Not the girl for me. According to the song, if nautical nonsense be something you wish, then what should you do? According to the song, if nautical nonsense be something you wish, what should you do? I need the whole next line. Don't just give me the action at the end. Yeah, nautical nonsense. Drive the boat right into the iceberg. I would say that is April 14th, 1912. Somebody look that up for me. Let's see your answer. Then drop on the deck and flop like a fish. I'm giving you 3 points for that. SpongeBob SquarePants is correct, except the next line is, if nautical nonsense be something you wish, then drop on the deck. I asked for a lot of words and you got every single one. So I'm giving you more. I always thought it was then flop on the deck. Then flop out your dick and drop like a fish. That's what I always thought. Yeah. I could have sworn. Does anybody want to do that song for a point? Like, do the beginning? I'll just have you do the beginning in the voice. Yeah. No, if you just yell the O at the beginning, I'll give you a point. Okay, you each get a point. I'll give them to you. Yeah, it was drop on the deck and flop like a fish. Oh, I did it again. That's weird. I set up the next question as the next answer. Question 8. Allegedly, Joseph Smith found golden plates from what state to write the Book of Mormon? He started on the East Coast, worked his way west. If you've been listening, I've several times told stories where I have mentioned that they started in this state. Are you ready, kids? I can't hear you. Thank you. Four, three, two, one. What it is? California, Delaware, New York. Upstate New York discovered golden plates that no one else saw. And he had magical underwear and magical glasses that no one else ever used. So, you know, it's probably true. Why would he lie? Question 9. As of October 2020, who's the oldest person to win a U.S. presidential election? As of October 2020, who's the oldest person to win a U.S. presidential election? Almost unfair, the next question. One of you will so very clearly know the answer immediately. Give me a thumbs up if you think you're the one who it's gonna be. None of you think that you have any kind of knowledge base that it would be easy. Let's see your answers. Hey, Listwitz is on it. What do we got? Donald Trump. We got George Bush Sr. It was Donald Trump until it was Joe Biden. Donald Trump until Thomas Jefferson. He was what, 40? Well, no, he was older than that, but yeah. It was 45, Donald Trump. And question 10, one of you is going to know this so very fast. Where did quarterback Tom Brady go to college? See, Tom Brady had his day in the sun. Poor guy. He's had a tough go. Where did quarterback Tom Brady go to college? This is why you come to trivia every time, because every now and then I'm going to throw you such a bone that it's impossible. You're going to be like, oh, when do the tough questions start? Miswits, did they do something that I don't know? Let's see your answer. The University of Michigan Wolverines. This might be weird to say, but there was a golden era of skyjacking. To say they were hijacking planes, passenger flights. From 1961 to 1974, it's considered like the time. We think that this is almost impossible now. But back then, it was very possible. In fact, kinda easy. So, I'm just gonna talk to you about a few of them. In 1961, there was a guy, he walked into the cockpit with a knife and a gun, and he said, "Where's this going?" And they went, "The Florida Keys?" And he goes, No. Going to Cuba. There were 240 hijacks between 1961 to 1974, just between America and Cuba. So, this guy goes, "We're going to Cuba." He goes to Cuba. He says, "There's a murder plot on Fidel Castro. I gotta tell him." So he goes back to Cuba, and they're like, "Can we go now?" And he goes, "Yeah." Never gets punished for it, right? The reason he wasn't in Cuba is because he had already fled Cuba. He fled, and that's illegal. So he goes back to Cuba. Fidel Castro's like, "You fled, you fucking idiot. I can't not punish you, but thanks for the warning about my murder. We'll call it even." This guy thought he was going to be called a hero. So he stays for 2 years. Then he tries to escape again, gets caught, serves 3 years in prison, tries to escape again, gets caught, serves 3 more years in prison, tries to escape again, gets away, and as soon as he lands in America, they're like, "You're that fucking guy." Gets caught, arrested for 1961, and serves 4 years in prison. Why only 4 years? How much do you think somebody would serve today if they hijack a plane? Why only 4 years? It's because until this guy, there was no policy in America for how to deal. There was no air piracy law. So this guy got charged with assault and transporting a plane across state lines illegally. And they were like, "Okay, we gotta do something about this." But they didn't. In 1968, 7 years after this guy does a hijacking, in 1968, a guy takes a commercial flight and he flies it down to Cuba because he wants good frijoles. That's real. After he did that, the FAA finally comes together and says, "We gotta do something about these people." What's the problem? Well, for one, they're getting guns on the plane. And someone goes, "What are guns made out of?" Metal? We can detect that. Why don't we try metal detectors? Until 1968, no metal detectors. So they start detecting metal and they start catching people left and right who are thinking they're gonna get guns on planes. But they also put it out to the people. What should we do? How can we catch these? We want ideas. How can we catch people? This is such a big problem. People sent in like trapdoor theories and super bigoted stuff. My favorite one was you should play the Cuban national anthem and arrest anyone who knows the lyrics. My favorite suggestion. So, anyway, obviously that's bullshit. In 1969, there was an Italian-American soldier. He hijacks, this is after all that stuff, he hijacks a plane from LA to San Francisco, lands it in San Francisco, says, "I'm taking this to New York." Takes it to New York, stops off in Denver, lets the passengers out, retakes off, goes to New York, fills up with gas, and then flies it to Italy. With the pilot doing it. And this Italian-American soldier is just sitting on board. Why? Because they stiffed him on his pension, his Marine pension, $200. So he hijacked a plane, not once, not twice, but thrice, to go back to Italy where there's no extradition. But this was the first time anyone said, "Hey, people aren't just going to Cuba." We were so reactionary, it took someone flying from LA to San Francisco to New York to Italy for us to go, "Hey, I guess we don't just look for Cuba because Cuba's not going to be the only problem from now on." Then They were only taking like 100-person planes. In 1973, the first time someone takes a 747, it's basically filled to the brim, 400 people. And they take it to Cuba, and the people who are on the plane at this point are so used to hijackings. Basically, they land, Fidel Castro says, yeah, you can go. We just wanted to embarrass America. But the pilot goes, you fucking idiot. This is a 747. Your landing strip is for 100-person planes. I can't take off. You just got a 747 now. And Fidel Castro says, nah, you can take off. And he goes, no, I can't. You idiot. This is a 747. I know how long I need. He goes, okay, well, I'm going to shoot you in the head if you don't take off. He goes, give me a try. Give me at least a stab at it. I think I might be able to take off. So he takes off, and he does get up in the air. And afterward, the guy was like, you know what? He was right. I mean, fuck that guy. I hate Fidel Castro, but also, he knew more about this plane than me. That was kind of incredible. And then in 1974, a guy wants, or 70, actually, I don't know, 73, 74. A guy wants to get Richard Nixon assassinated. His name's, I think, Daniel Bike, something like that. Anyway, the guy's trying to assassinate Richard Nixon. The plane's on the ground still. He goes into the pilots, and he says he smuggled a gun in like a diaper bag or something. And he says, hey, we're going to go fly this into the White House. And they go, oh, no, yeah, that's funny. We're not going to do that. And he goes, no, look, I got this gun. They go, well, you're going to have to shoot us. So he does. He shoots them. And he was this, obviously, a psychopath because he wants to fly into the White House. He gets shot by a cop. And they ended up, why did a cop shoot him? Because, one, they had started putting people who were dressed in civilian clothes on the plane after all of this shit. And also, it was real easy to get to him. They never took off. They were grounded. He shot the pilots and didn't know how to fly the plane. He sat down in the plane and was like, I got this. Nope. Turns out it's real hard to fly a plane when you don't know how. So they actually based a portion of Travis Bickle, the character from Taxi Driver, on that guy. But by far the most famous hijacking until September 11th, by far the most famous hijacking was a guy by the name of Dan. And he was over Washington in a plane, hijacks the plane, lands in Seattle, says, I want $200,000, I want parachutes, and then we're going to Mexico with this plane. And I'm going to fly it to Mexico. And they said, oh, sure, we're America and we negotiate with terrorists. Here's 200, how much? 200,000? There you go. A couple bags of money. And here's some parachutes, extras, should you need them. And, well, we'll see you later. Have fun in Mexico. I bet it's beautiful. So he takes off. Not long after the flight, the plane gets lost in radar, as if it had crashed. Turns out the guy wasn't in the crash anymore. The parachute's gone. The money's gone. What he did was fly over, we don't know exactly where, but while flying, he busted open the hatch and jumped out with his money and his parachute. It is likely, because of the weather at that time of year, that he just fell to his death. But they never found the body. They ended up finding 3 bags of money in 1981, believed to be this guy's money. But all of the legend of this guy then took off. There's this person who had like $100,000 he stole. He jumped out of a plane. Anyway, this guy's name is Dan. But he's not known as Dan. He's known by initials. Initials that were only ever put in the paper because someone misread the name Dan. They aren't his initials. It was a mess up. And now he's legendarily for all time known as this name. My question to you is, you can either tell me the initials or his whole name, but it is a famous, legendary story of American history that this guy got away with it and might be living large on $100,000 he stole one day skyjacking a plane. 45 seconds on the clock. What is that person's initials, as the media would say? It's a light sweat. "20 seconds. Chris, you think you got it? George and Alex, did you know it before you read it? Cool. 210, what do we got? DB Cooper. Sorry, QT. We were looking for DB Cooper was the answer. Bravo QVC, bravo Cool Hand. I don't know about anyone, and bravo George. So, big round of applause to George and Alex. Looks like they took down episode 130 with a score of maybe 30 or 30.5. Cool Hand, I don't know, you or QVC. I'm assuming QVC ended up getting that one, but neither of you know your scores. So since QVC hasn't been saying it, I think with the score of 17, I have to give the win to Cool Hand Ran. So I think best friends on the planet, Cool Hand Ran and George and Alex, take down on both sides of the contest, the game. So big round of applause for you guys. That was fun. All right, well, that is going to do it for episode 130. Thank you so much for your support as we try to grow this experience. It's totally in the script to say that. Doesn't make it any less true for all of us here at Trivia Ronin. I am Doug Larlam, DB Larlam, saying please don't be shitty, and I hope you learned something. You're the best. I love all of you. Twitch, you're my favorite. Not Zoom, but as soon as I get off here, I'm going to tell Zoom that they're the best.